Right then. So, been trying out this new app by Nintendo called Pokemon Sleep. Really enjoy it. I've been using I've started the trial for the subscription service to it so that I can use the sleep journal, and I've been reporting my dreams on it. Mostly been having a lot of nightmares. Don't want to get into them because some of them are kind of just, I don't know, they're nightmares. You don't need to know. Um, and Yeah, I'm starting to get to this point with Nintendo where I'm like, why don't you guys try making something called like the Nintendo Dream, like Pokemon Dream, an app that uses like Wi-Fi signals to connect to a person's sleepscape and try to to enforce their dreams to create Pokemon using Wi-Fi signals. Because there's been some studies and stuff like that that show that people have uh, the some Wi-Fi capabilities, susceptibility, meaning that Wi-Fi can actually cause what I call digital hallucinations. My husband doesn't like that term as much, but I call it digital hallucinations because you're not really supposed to be able to do that. And what ended up happening with me is when I had these, I would be sometimes seeing into people's, specifically like people's, back during the biggest part of the pandemic, I was dreaming of um, the artists from Star Wars Visions putting together Star Wars Visions, and I literally thought I was the one doing this. But then I was like looking through all my art, and I was like, where did all my oh my god, I didn't actually do this, but why were they so accurate? And then I started realizing, I started putting two and two together and started getting four and four, and then I got eight, and then I realized the Wi-Fi. We've all been saturated in like Wi-Fi. For most of our lives, we've been connected to radio waves. We've been connecting to radio waves, and we just never really put much together with it. And I was thinking, Nintendo, you could actually be capitalizing on this. You could be creating an app or a device that works with the human neurology and biology to create dreams in which people could have Pokemon or other things. Like you could have ones that you could be making a dream console. I would say you could call it the Dreamcaster, but well, you could, because I think you and Sega are combined now, right? Like, if I recall correctly, Nintendo bought out Sega after the original Dreamcast failure, or was it the Saturn? Sega Saturn? Was it that caused the failure? I don't know. It wasn't that it caused a failure. It was just that Nintendo kind of beat them out. Um, that and the world wasn't ready for the discs. I guess. I don't know. I think Nintendo realized that quickly with the Philips CDI. Anyways, you could be doing that. Very likely, you could be doing that. But yeah, listen, Nintendo, if me, and Ryan Reynolds, did like an advert for like the Pokemon Sleep, I'm pretty sure we could like probably raise the amount of people into Pokemon Sleep. And yes, Ryan Reynolds, I gave up on the whole GQ BW thing. I realized that was just really just some CWC BS. And I was just going to have none of it. You know what? At this point, deranged. That's my opinion on it. That's all I'm going to say on that. And if anybody's curious, I have not my Not my drama club, not my script, not my shit show. And as far as my thoughts on the whole Sniper Wolf, Jacksepticeye thing, again, not my shit show, not my drama club, not my script. I'm not interested in it. I was as much interested in talking about the GQBW slash CWC slash Sniper Wolf slash Jacksepticeye thing as I am the Chelsea and Derek thing from Tick-tock. I'm not. I know everybody wants to talk about these things. I don't. I will instead talk about how Jacksepticeye is doing a comic, and that you probably should look into that. I will talk instead about how Sniper Wolf apparently does a lot of sketch work, I think, and maybe you should look into that. And that we should just be adults. We're all adults here, and that's what it is. And as far as the other things go, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say this. Just avoid it. I'd say if you want to watch the Chelsea thing and you know and the Derek thing, do that. Do that. Like, watch them. You can even watch both of them. You know, they both had interesting things. Chelsea from Tick-tock had like this like whole witch thing going on where she did like pendulums and like tarot readings and you know stuff like that. And you know, Derek had like that sage advice for like men and you know and like trans men and like genderqueer people and you know and even women, you know. So like you know, so it was like you know they both had their ups and downs and you know and as far as the other thing goes, just avoid it. Just don't even talk about it. Why am I even talking about it? I was talking about Pokemon Sleep, wasn't I? That's a much more interesting story. And possibly, you know, adverts with, like, doing an ad with, like, Ryan Reynolds where we combine our immaturity and our maturity and, you know, and make a sort of both eloquent and immature tale of our journeys through sleeping and how Pokemon Sleep, you know, helps us with our sleep hygiene and stuff like that. One thing I noticed about Pokemon Sleep is actually that that I've actually been eating better because when I feed the Snorlax, I also eat. But I'm also poor, so I can't actually eat a lot. So again, you know, if people could start putting money in my Koffee account, I'd appreciate it. Like, you know. Also, you know, if you watch my videos and you like my videos, hit like, hit subscribe, hit share. Okay? And you know what? You don't have to put the bell on notify you of every upload I do, because I myself know that I only hit that bell for all notifications when I really know I like that channel. And heck, I also know that I never subscribe to a channel until I know I really like that channel, and that channel isn't, you know, some alt-right BS. It was a nerd. I just hate a nerd. Ha. I'm a nerd. I just hate me. Anyways, that's the Pixel Blast for today. I don't know if I'll keep it up. Maybe we will. Anyways, Stay out of trouble, folks. Mwah.